Hey, welcome to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. I'm Mike Griffith, Californian motorsports rider. Been doing it for darn near 40 years now. This is our, third, fourth season. I lose on track of that. Louis Amistoy, who used to co-host this show quite often, and now is, he gone, as he says over there. That's Louis usually sits where I am. I usually sit where
he is.
He's gone. I don't know where he is. He's a big wig now. He has no time for this shenanigans. Yeah. So, I got Blake Bowser from Auto Club Formosa Raceway dropped in, so I twisted his arm, got him to sit here for this first segment. How you doing, Blake?
I'm great. Thank you. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Doing a good job so far.
So far, and as Louis always says, America. We love America because the flag's up there. America. Make America great again, which you can see at many racetracks these days.
Go.
I'm not a political statement, but
American horsepower right there.
A lot of American horsepower right there. Bill Dunlap, the winner of the first ever California Hot Rod Reunion.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
At Auto Club Formosa
You got all
Raceway.
the facts.
And that is coming up on its 25th anniversary this fall, and he will be there. He is the defending champion of the race as well. Ageless Bill Dunlap.
Yeah, it's going to be a doozy. Boy, they're already putting things together for that event. It's going to be a big deal.
They're going to celebrate 25 years of that thing that was supposed to be a one-time reunion.
That's what the plan was.
Kind of went on from there, didn't it?
It all, how it started. They were going to funerals. People were starting to pass away, and Steve Gibbs says, we need to get together some other way besides funerals. And they sat down and figured out the Hot Rod Reunion, and the first one was just a big get-together, and they had so much fun. They've been doing it for 25 years now.
a lot of work, a lot of fun, and that's coming up in mid-October. So you ready for that little nitro at Formosa Raceway? And Fast Trip. It's going to be a sponsorship of our all-area team again this year, our second year for the all-area team. We had 50-some, I think around 55 drivers last year on the all-area team, and already we've got a boatload of drivers. Brad Pounds, Eric Simmental, Buddy Shepard has won 3 straight late model races at KCRP. Robbie Sawyer, he just got his third win. He was at Bakersfield Speedway on Saturday night, got a win. Steven Johnson, Jet Yantis, Lonnie Spiller, Jerry Flippo, Kiersey Young. In drag racing, we got Jason Barta, who's won a Heritage Series race at Sacramento and an ANRA race at Bakersfield. And we got a lot of dirt track drivers with a couple wins on the brink of making it. So that's 3 wins for oval track drivers in here on the all-area team, 2 wins for drag strip racers, or a big win like at the Hot Rod
March Meter Reunion, something like that.
So that's a pretty good deal. I'm probably going to have around 50 drivers again for that. So kind of try to keep up on it. Last year I was putting it together in September and going to websites and catching up on races. So this year I've got
Thanksgiving weekend last year, you were texting me, asking me some questions. I was like, man, this guy's working on this now. Didn't have a choice.
So I'm trying to stay on top of it and it could catch you. And we've just I'm not counting San Maria or Hanford. Porterville tracks this year makes it a little simpler. It's pretty much Bakersfield oval tracks. Makes it a lot simpler. So they had a little Sprint Cup race last weekend in Kansas City, the Go Bowling 400. So bowling's big back there.
There you go.
And Saturday night race. We can talk a little bit more about that later, but Saturday night race. And I was
smart they didn't go on Sunday.
Yeah. You never go on Mother's Day.
No.
That's why they race
Easter
on
bunnies
Saturday night.
and moms.
They don't race on
them.
Easter. They don't race on Mother's Day. So the Go Bowling 400 over there at Kansas City, and Kyle Busch, the big winner there. I didn't see the race. It was a Saturday night, and guess what? I was at a racetrack.
You were at a race.
And I forgot to tape it, and so good win for Kyle Busch, another win for him. He's just knocking him dead. Kevin Harvick had a pretty good car, went away late. I think they hit something on the front end or something, or lost a little arrow, but he'll take his second. He's just ripping off the finishes, top 5s, whatever. He's there.
He's got the playoff thing figured out, doesn't
he? He's got the playoff thing. I'm sure he wants more wins, but no reason to push it. There's a big wreck because somebody tried to push it for a win.
For a win, interesting how that's playing out.
Unrepentant about causing a big wreck because he's going for wins. He says that's the system. So there you have it.
Yeah.
Casey Mears, 21st place finish for Casey. The Xfinity Series was off this week. The race.
That's why I
next
couldn't
week,
find it.
Yeah, it wasn't on, so it was off. Ryan Reed is 10th in points on that, and they racing both the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series go to the mile track at Dover this weekend. Xfinity Saturday day race and the Cup on Sunday. And interestingly, they've already announced the Cup schedule for 2017. Took away another night race, so a lot of talk about a few years ago the rage was to go to night races, and now they're going to be down to 7 night races. Took away the spring race at Texas is now going to be a day race. That was a Saturday night race, is now going to be a day race on Sunday. Bottom line, TV ratings are better on Sunday, and that's the bottom line.
Traditional day to go to the races for NASCAR.
Traditional day to go to the races for NASCAR. I think some Saturday night events are good. Obviously, you don't race on Mother's Day, so if you want to race that weekend,
you got to go.
You got to race on Saturday night. But all the short tracks run Friday or Saturday nights throughout America. So a good bit of your core fan base that might be tuned in and part of that ratings on Sunday,
they're at
they're
their local racetrack somewhere.
They might be recording it, but that doesn't count when you look at the TV ratings. So,
I think
a lot of the core base is racing.
Or at a race.
I
mean, they're either racing or they're at a race. Spectating, or they're part of their family or their crew, and they're there. So I get it. It's, boy, I tell you what, that came out last week, and it sure set off the scheduling frenzy on all of our part. Steve Hughes gave me a call, and
interesting, what happened is Daytona is now later. It's the last
Sunday, weekend of February.
Last weekend of February.
Which is 3 or 3 weeks
26,
later.
That's a couple weeks later than
at least
they used
a couple,
to go.
Yeah. So that kind of set everything off.
And then they go to Atlanta on the 5th. So, and then after that, they go to Las Vegas on the 12th. But the last week in February had been the SRL Southwest Tour Showdown. The big
out at Kern Raceway,
big money race out at Kern Raceway. So now they're probably looking to scramble to change that.
They probably don't want to take on the Daytona 500 with the audience tuning in to watch that race. No. I don't think they want to.
And you've announced that the March meet
will be the following weekend, March 2 through 5.
At Auto Club Famoso Raceway. So that's set up, and no Vegas race to conflict that time.
Vegas will be the weekend after, which is good. A lot of folks here locally like to do both. So we can entertain them here. And a lot of folks come out, from other parts of all over the world, and they want to catch all kinds of like that. They can come here and do that, go to Vegas, catch the Cup race. They stay long enough, they can, catch more races or come out earlier and catch Pomona. So it really helps the international fans get here and take in some
the international fans can
different types of motorsports.
Take a couple of weeks and really catch a lot of races. And we've got some other races going on. We had a NASCAR K&N Pro Series West race at Tucson type 3rd mile track where Ron Hornaday was discovered.
Wow.
Back in the day when they did the races. And
haven't heard that name in a while.
Kind of. He made, I think Richard Childress saw him race there and got a truck ride. So little old history there. But anyway, Ryan Partridge came away with the win there. That snapped Todd Gilliland's 3-race win streak in that series. Partridge kind of dominated that race but had to hold off Gilliland on a green-white checkered at the end and did so fairly easily. So a good win for Ryan Partridge there. And rookie Blaine Perkins of Bakersfield, 8th place finish, by far his best finish of the season. He'd struggled in the first 2 races, so it looks like Blaine and Steve Portengay, his crew chief car owner out of Bakersfield, have that dialed in a little bit. So they're looking good for Blaine there. At that. Then we could talk about NHRA a little bit. They had a race at they're going to be at Atlanta this weekend.
This weekend coming up.
Up. So they had a race 2 weeks ago at Houston, and here we go in a nutshell. Well, Leah Pritch is going to have a ride. She got a one-off ride again at Atlanta. Now she's got at least a 1-race deal with Don Schumacher.
Racing. So
that keeps
that might work out.
And I'm wondering how that comes about, because at Atlanta there were 16 top field cars. 2 of them did not even make a qualifying attempt yet. We're in the ladder on Sunday. I don't know how that works.
It doesn't work in my computer or my racetrack.
It doesn't work in Famoso. I've never seen it work here. I've been covering racing since I was, young.
I mean,
I've been watching it since I was very young. I get it, but they did not make a lap down the track on Friday or Saturday in qualifying, and I double-checked that today to make sure, yet they were inserted into the 16-car field. And both lost first round. So, and the funny cars.
But they get a $15,000 check. I wonder if they do. I don't know.
And the funny cars had 16 cars. So no bumping, which is, that's the state of it right now.
That's where it's at.
But pro stock had 13.
Like 13, yeah.
That's not good. This is a pro stock class that used to be just huge. So they're down to 13 cars. So
there used to be 40 plus cars for a pro stock
so
field.
it's a different era now, down
Yeah.
to 13 cars. I mean, the warning flags have to be going off that. Great racing,
Yes.
but 13 cars.
And they're flying. I mean, they look cool. They've changed them. They look really cool now, I think. They look a lot more like pro mod cars to me.
Yeah.
They sound better.
Look good, and they're fast, but maybe the cost of changing over.
It takes a budget to run those things.
Yeah. It's an expensive deal.
Yeah.
And real quickly, Formula One races this weekend again, Spanish Grand Prix. Nico Rosberg, 4 for 4 in the Mercedes to start this season, 3 for 3 to end last season. 43 points up on his teammate Lewis Hamilton, who's the defending series champion. And Lewis has had a lot of different problems, mostly mechanical this year. But, boy, Nico's hot.
Yeah. Boy, fun to tune in and look at the facilities they run at. Those places are amazing.
Oh, yeah, they're amazing. So that's Spanish Grand Prix. Get up early. I'm not sure what time it is, but it's about 8-9 hours difference from here. So anyway, we're going to get out, take a break now, and we'll be back with the Bakersfield Speedway segment in just a minute.